They hung the slaves. But here's the catch. They didn't hang the slaves. You see, what the slaves were doing was they were swapping bodies with the children. Ain't that crazy? They were swapping bodies with the children. So what happened is the enraged white guests unknowingly hung the innocent children who were now in the bodies of the slaves. The slaves traded bodies with the white children. And as the years went on, the white children, who were really the slaves,
Hey, Brown and
the
Beautiful.
souls of Papa Justify and of Cecile were inside of the little white children. And as the years went by, it got old, and what
She
they did,
just
they
went
would put an
live.
ad in the paper for a young woman to, you know, be the caretaker of the old man. Okay. And they did this a couple of times. The ritual worked. And they just kept trading bodies with people that they put an ad in the paper for.
Thanks for the
Now, when
likes.
you watch the movie The Lawyer, who was Papa Justify, right? He traded bodies with a young lawyer that he managed to trick into the ritual. And the lawyer who was now in the body of the old man, he tried to tell the recent girl who they hired, he tried to tell her what was going on, that they were going to swap bodies with her, but she didn't listen. She was innocent. And as time went on and she lived in a house, she started to believe in hoodoo. She started to believe in the superstition. She's one of those people that was like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And as time went on, they tricked her and managed to make her believe. So one night, it's a long story. You got to watch the movie, okay?
Oh, she's talking about a
You have
movie.
a feel of what the movie is about. And the crazy thing is, in the end of the movie, they were being hauled off in an ambulance. They had successfully swapped bodies with the girl, the young girl that answered the ad, the latest girl. So her and the old man were hauled away in an ambulance, and the lawyer said they liked her so much, the new girl, that they left this beautiful plantation to her.
Hey, Juanita.
She said that to the girl's best friend. So now, so they got the mansion, they got these new bodies, and it makes you think, damn, everything is not what you think it is in life. Now, we need to talk about hoodoo. We need to talk about white people, because white people have been so spooked from talking about this. They feel guilty talking about slavery. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about anything that had to do with the Native Americans and what really went down. So we got all this history, we got all of this interesting stuff that nobody is talking about. And white people leave it out of the history books. They act like it never happened. And in order for you to really get a gist of what happened, you got to watch movies like The Skeleton Key. You got to read up on the underground stuff and really find out what really happened back then. Here's the thing. Have you ever stopped to think all of these bad things, when the slaves cursed You don't think that the slaves and the Native Americans cursed the descendants of their masters, of these white people? Now, aren't we the descendants of these white people?
I thought she would be
You see
talking
how
about
fucked up it
Jonathan
is?
Majors.
I don't think the slaves thought about that because I'm 14% white,
Okay.
right? And I got a lot of generational curses in my family. A lot of fucked up shit has happened. And it kind of makes you wonder, damn, does the high rate of molestation and rape in the black community, could that be the result of slaves cursing the descendants of their masters? And they unwittingly cursed us.
Or it's just not part of her
Think
programming
about
tonight.
that shit.
Juanita.
A lot of you got some white in you. I don't give a fuck if it's 1%. I don't give a fuck if it's as much as 20%, 30%, or something in the middle, like 14%, like I have. Have you ever stopped to think the slaves cursed us? We are the descendants of these white people. And let's keep it real. All of, the rape and the molestation that happened and the inbreeding, there was a lot of inbreeding going on. All of that happened. Have you ever stopped to think the slaves who knew hoodoo, they knew voodoo, and while they were being raped and molested and abused, have you ever stopped to think that they cursed us? Because we are the descendants of these goddamn white people, all right? It's not just the regular white people you see walking around that they cursed. They cursed us. Without really thinking, without really meaning to, they cursed us, y'all. That's why there's so much rape and molestation in the black community. I think it is a fallout from everything that happened back in the day. Now, some of you have generational curses in your family. Some of you have gotten raped by relatives, molested, and have you ever stopped to think, damn, nobody ever figured this shit out? It took a witch to figure it out. Because I said to myself, damn, we got a lot of graping going on in the black community. Okay. I was 14 years old, and I was taken advantage of by a man that was 10 years older than me. I was fresh out of junior high school. And I had a 24-year-old take advantage of me.
And now you think it's okay. So it makes you think,
damn, this is weird. I think this has something to do.
And now 14-year-olds are okay
Mexicans
with you.
are fucking welcome. I said white because white people, they hide from the truth. White people are scared of retaliation. They are scared of their descendants being cursed. Let's talk about the Mexicans, shall we? Now, I don't know if you know about Mexican history, the Aztecs, okay? When they came over here, Cortez, there was a dude called Cortez. You think Columbus was bad? Cortez was a monster. And anybody who is of Mexican descent knows that Cortez slaughtered the Aztec king. Okay? He brought gifts with him like, little weird gifts they traded. Okay? But he slaughtered the Aztecs. He gave them diseases. He had them digging for gold. He abused them. He made them show where the riches were, and he raped the women. Okay, the guy was a monster. All right. So my thing is this: if you know Mexican history, these motherfuckers, you think we crazy? They was into sacrifices, y'all. Mexicans would tie you down.
What has brought on this conversation?
Okay, they believed in nature. They believed in spirits and stuff like that of nature. And these motherfuckers would tie you down. And they would rip your heart out your fucking chest. And hold it up to the sun god. The sun god. You can't make this shit up. Now they got temples right now. Okay, if you go to places like with the Incas, the Mayans, the Incas, the Aztecs, they got temples right now in not only Mexico, but in places like the Andes Mountains. And these motherfuckers got temples. They got temples where they worship certain gods. Now, some of you may say they were gods. Some of you may say they were demons. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers were. But I know that the Mexicans sacrificed human beings, ripped out their fucking heart, held it up to the sun, and by doing this, they thought that they would be blessed. They thought that they would have
giving a history lesson right
a long, happy life, that their descendants will be blessed, and that they will be protected from their enemies. This is real shit, y'all. This shit really happened. Like, so when you think about it, were the Aztecs, were the Mexicans
bedwetter? I like that.
By doing sacrifices. Because, you know, if they was fucking with demons, which I think they were, that the demons require more bloodshed, right? And did they get their bloodshed in the form of their whole race damn near getting wiped out, right? That's a lot of bloodshed. So this shit is real, y'all. Like, we need to talk about this. Like, nobody talks about the history, and they shame you from talking about it. How the fuck do you think you got here? Shout out to Trevan Foxon in the chat. These are your ancestors. And those of you who have gotten violated by somebody, have you ever stopped to think, damn, maybe a slave down my bloodline got raped and they cursed the bloodline of the master? Well, guess who's that bloodline? You. You are the bloodline. And maybe that's why some of you have, you know, I hate to say it, but some of you suffered bad things happening. It could be because of the slavery shit. Now, I'm pretty sure that the slave, when they cursed the master who was violating them and abusing them, they probably thought that when they cursed his bloodline, they were thinking white people down the line. No. It was us down the line too. But see, they didn't think it through. They did not think it through. And I think, child, I solved the puzzle. I cracked the code. Now, for those of you who want to know my ancestry, I am 14% Caucasian. 7% of that 14 is Irish, but I'm also mixed with Swedish, Italian, Jewish, English, and what was that other thing? Whatever. But those are the things I'm mixed with. So it bothers me that I got 5 different shades of cracker in me, and I can't help but wonder how the fuck did those 5 shades of cracker get in my bloodline?
Now it bothers you?
How did that happen?
Miss Valley Becky's voice?
So yeah, this bothers me.
It bothers you now?
You know, somebody got cursed. I'm mixed with 5 different shades of white people. That means these motherfuckers were having a party with my ancestors. They was sneaking in the slave cabin. They was fucking them. They was trading them. They was auctioning them. They was abusing my ancestors. And think about this. You gonna grape
She's losing it. It's interesting
two
to
of the
observe
most
in an odd way.
powerful
Yeah, that's why I'm just
voodoo
listening.
type of races on the fucking planet. Native Americans and goddamn Africans. You cannot make this shit up.
Eventually, she'll get back to her regular scheduled programming. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm just listening
And this
right
shit
now.
is weird and scary. And if you look at the things that happen in your family, maybe some of you have cursed, generational curses in your family. Where did these curses come from? Do you really think you're going to take a whole powerful race like the Aztecs? These were some bad motherfuckers. You really think you're going to come to their land all day long? They doing chanting, dancing, worshiping the elements, right? They in tune with nature. They see spirits. They have visions. They go on fast. They do fasting. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna just come up on this shit and do all this fucked up shit to them, and they're not gonna curse you what they. Oh my God!
You could have stopped by not
White
abusing
people,
your children.
what have you done?
You could have stopped by not abusing your children.
Now, we got a lot of shit going on with this build the wall bullshit. Do you know that the fucking Mexicans are Native Americans mostly? They mix with some European, they got some African, but for the most part, if you look at these motherfuckers, I'm talking about the ones that come over here, they short, some of them are cinnamon colored, some of them are high yellow, but they come in different shades. Have you ever thought to look at these motherfuckers? They look like Indians.
I don't see her
They
usual
look,
people in the chat
They look
tonight.
a lot like their ancestors, y'all. And they're not many of them are tall. Most of them are short. These were some powerful people. These are the descendants of the people that got slaughtered. And if you ask me, they don't look much different than their ancestors. So while they were getting raped and violated and slaughtered, you don't think they put curses on these white people, sweetheart?
I wish I had some Ben and Jerry's right now.
This shit is crazy. Rowan Monty says, and we are all aware of how endogamous Black Americans are, especially Black American women. So they unintentionally spread the plantation owner's legacy. What the fuck? So they unintentionally spread the plantation owner's legacy. And break that down a little bit more.
Karma has hit her hard. She wouldn't properly attend her disabled child. Attend to her disabled child and made him sit in his number one.
I'm into this shit. I'm a witch. I do my witchcraft.
Yes.
I've had some crazy fucking dreams, y'all.
Yes, karma.
I've had crazy experiences. Do you know that we are sitting on top of Indian ancient, what do you call that? Ancient burial ground, sacred burial ground from the Native Americans and the Africans. Now, it hit the news when years ago, not that long ago, they were digging somewhere in Manhattan doing construction, and they dug up a fucking African burial ground, y'all. Now, I know white people, the ones that got some sense, said, hold up. Let's not do this. This is sacred history, all right? This is come across this every day. Let's slow down. Maybe we shouldn't just build some corny building on top of this. It's a sacred ground, y'all.
Her chat is quiet tonight.
Not all white people are stupid. Some of these motherfuckers have common sense, and they know if you fuck with certain shit, it brings you bad luck.
Thanks for the likes, guys. But her chat's quiet tonight, except for this Ducky Andy person.
Where are all the...
Who asked her, do you feel oppressed?
There was all this graping going on, killing, stealing of land. Where are the bodies, y'all? Where are all these people that got hung? They got raped, they got violated and abused. You had races of people that got wiped out. You got whole tribes of Indians that are no longer here. Tribes of them, all the way from A to Z. Now, if you go on your phone right now, if you got a spare phone, if you got a tablet, go on your phone right now and type in Google, go to Google and type in names of wiped out Native American tribes. Type that shit in, y'all. And it's gonna fuck you all the way up. You gonna say, damn. Let me type that shit. You got, girl, it's too many tribes even name, okay? And they're no longer here. So what do you think happened? You think they just took their shit and nothing happened? Girl. It doesn't work like that. There was a lot of cursing going on, y'all. Some of y'all might be cursed. Okay? I'm just keeping it a buck. And I know it scares you. I know you don't want to think about it. I know you say, oh my God, Crystal, stop talking about that. No.
She must have found out she's cursed. I don't give a fuck
if you consider yourself black or Mexican. Your ancestors cursed your bloodline, sweetheart. I just thought you should know.
Ooh, all that. Good grief.
Now, the way curses work,
that's her moving around.
It could take years for a curse to manifest. Some of you may have cursed somebody. Maybe somebody did some really fucked up shit towards you, and you cursed their bloodline. You cursed their descendants. Please don't think that this shit is not real, y'all. Some of y'all got bad luck, all right? Some of y'all have, things going on in your life, and nah, ain't no way in the world this is normal. Somebody did some shit back in the day to one of my ancestors, and my ancestor cursed the shit out of that motherfucker. We are the product of these slave owners that did a lot of bad things, y'all. 14% white people in my blood, and 5 different shades of cracker, and you don't think I got cursed? Okay. Okay. Keep believing that dumb shit. You go to these corny ass schools that they teach you for the time you're 5 years old. They don't teach you this shit in school. The white people keep the real history out of the books. And here's the thing. You got the power to contact your ancestors.
Oh, boy.
You got the power because most of you are cursed. You do know that. Because of all the shit that happened back in the day, a lot of curses were thrown around, a lot of bad energy. And you are the descendant of these crackers that took this goddamn land over. I thought you should know that. So stop saying white people, white people. All right? You are mixed with 99% of you motherfuckers are mixed with white. So 99% of you are cursed. And please don't think, oh, that was only the rich white people that bought slaves. Only 10% of whites own slaves. Don't believe that bullshit. Okay? Because the poor white people, they benefited from white privilege. They terrorized blacks and Native Americans and took their land too. And as a matter of fact, they were the ones that set it off, the poor white people. Coming over here poor, they didn't have nothing, and the Native Americans helped them get through their first
Andy
winter.
says, "Can you see my messages?"
Rich
or
white
does
people are to blame?
witch
No, the poor white people are the ones that set it off.
This Ducky Andy's the only one that's saying anything.
I'm not telling you all my secrets, Ducky. Ducky Andy, I'm not telling you all my secrets.
Her chat is dead tonight. The comment section.
All right. Because I know you want to come over here and you want to
Hathor.
find out all my secrets. I can't. A witch never tells everything. I tell something, but I don't tell everything.
You tell a lot. Ducky Andy says you have no secrets.
You have been robbed of your history. And I'm not just talking about Black people and Latinos. I'm talking about every fucking body. Because of white people's fear of and guilt of what happened back in the day, they are robbing themselves of a really rich history. Shout out to Goddess Hathor in the chat. Goddess Hathor, I have not heard from you in ever and a day. Forever and now we all know that you're heavily melanated, all right? You got white in you too, sweetheart. If I took your ass and gave you a DNA test right now, you got something in you. I don't give a fuck if it's Indian blood, white blood, Chinese blood, you got some shit in you.
Morgan the tactician says you sound schizophrenic with all this. Talking about cursed ground bloodlines being cursed.
Are also mixed.
These are people I've never even heard of.
So let's put that out there right now, because some people are ignorant. And they think, oh, dark skinned people are not mixed. No, sometimes they're more mixed than the light ones. Okay? We need to really, really take back our fucking power. And you can't wait on a white man to put history books, to teach it in the schools. You're going to have to really say, you know what, this is ridiculous. There's no way in the world all that shit went on back in the day and this has not affected me in a spiritual way.
Ooh, Goddess Hathor says, honey, I'm going through it, but I'm good. My niece is missing, so I am so sad.
Is missing. Oh my God.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not even gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna speculate, but I'm not gonna put nothing into the atmosphere. But I already know what you're thinking. All right? I already know what you're thinking, and everybody else is thinking the same thing.
What? Tyrone got her. Tell her to call up and give her story.
We talked about the sex trafficking. Y'all thought I was playing a fucking game. Every time I did a live, I talked about sex trafficking. People are missing. We talked about this.
And it doesn't always have to be that.
Every time I go live, I talk about it.
Run away and stay with a friend, boyfriend.
Okay.
Most people
now you see why I keep talking about it?
One race. Her thought process is interesting.
I'm talking to you, Goddess Hathor.
She already lost her mind. Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. I'm talking to you, Goddess Hathor.
That's what I was thinking. Most people aren't fully one race.
And I nag, and I talk about stuff like the sex trafficking, missing Black girls. Oh, now it's hitting home, huh? And I feel so bad that you feel sad. I'm more sad than you are.
Oh,
I need you to understand. I'm a witch. And I told you girls, stop thinking, oh, that's her problem.
Sad than you are. It's
sex
not
trafficking. Oh, I feel bad that lady's daughter is missing. But It doesn't hit home until it happens to you. It doesn't hit home until you get a missing niece. Now, where did this niece go?
Did she just disappear
in there? You see, people don't just disappear, sweetheart. There's a sinister agenda going on. But organ harvesting, okay, and goddamn kitty porn. And I told you the latest thing they want to do now is start breeding us, kidnapping us and breeding us to make babies. Okay, I told y'all this shit is real. And girl,
that doesn't necessarily mean that's what happened to her niece. But you always want to go for the worst.
Witchcraft. Now you got a missing niece. Wow. Woo. Let me explain the relationship between me and Goddess Hathor. We're not best friends.
She says we don't know, Crystal.
I have talked.
It's sad because she is such a sweetheart, 15 years old.
A few times, as a matter of fact. Very good, stimulating conversation. She's a beautiful woman, very warm-hearted, kind, sweet. I really clicked with Goddess Hathor. And it breaks my heart that she got a 15-year-old niece missing. You see that? Now we could play games and play fantasy and act like this little girl just was playing with her Barbie doll and she just disappeared into thin air. Nobody disappears into thin air, sweetheart.
Hey, Dan.
People don't just walk away, sweetheart.
Your son did.
Something is going on. Because Goddess Hathor is who she is. She said, you see the name, Goddess Hathor. For those of you who don't know, that is an Egyptian goddess. Of what? I don't remember. She's an Egyptian goddess. This is where we get all the way funky. This is why we have witchcraft.
So what's her name got to do with her
niece
missing?
The FBI, that's all a Band-Aid. If you really want to find out what happened to your niece.
Oh, here we go.
And you really want to call on the ancestors for protection, you're going to have to get all the way funky and get them candles out. Maybe visit a psychic, okay? A good psychic. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get in touch with the Divine Mother herself. She's waiting on you to come to her. And you're going to have to tap into the Dark Mother. You're going to have to call on the spirit of the grizzly bear charging out of the woods to protect the cubs. You might even have to get all the way funky and get an experienced shaman to break any generational curse that was put on your bloodline. For this little girl to be missing, okay? You might have to do, yes, it gets that serious. A shaman is as high as it gets. That's like the ninja of the spirit world. And we all sitting here with our mouths open, like, oh my God, what happened to her?
I would have thought real witches, they would have done that already.
Because she's 15, y'all. All right? And I'm not going to speak anything bad into existence because we don't know what happened to her. But she didn't just walk away into thin air and disappear like a fairy. Something happened. What that is, we don't know.
But you love to speculate, though. You just want permission.
Now, we got quite a few people watching us right now. What we can do is get rid of any naysayers who don't believe in witchcraft, who are throwing a jinx that you won't find her. We could program a spell where negativity will only reflect onto the sender. Okay? And fuck their lives up. That'll keep them off of you. Because what we need to be doing right now is combining our energies. You call upon the ancestors. You may ask the Divine Mother to give you a special dream that tells you what happened to your niece. You see, a lot of times when these things happen, we shut down. Like Goddess Hathor just admitted. She said, I'm very sad because she's such a sweetheart and she's only 15 years old. Every time I get on this goddamn phone, I'm talking about sex trafficking. I'm talking about the kid porn. I talk about it every fucking time.
Goddess Hathor says, I'm waiting for the dream. That's how the Divine Mother speaks to me. And I know some of you say,
Crystal, now you see. You see, if I have a connection with you, like I have with Goddess Hathor, I might catch a vibe. I'm not going to tell you that I caught a vibe when I was talking on the phone with you, but I caught something. I felt something. I didn't want to tell you at the time, but I felt something, sister. And if you don't notice, after those conversations that we had, all I talked about was sex trafficking, rape.
That's all you talk about.
Organ harvesting. I was going super hard, and I could not describe why I wanted to talk about these things. All I know was that you should be trembling. You should be trembling because before that girl went missing, I felt something. I didn't want to tell you at the time because I didn't want to scare you, sweetheart.
Celestia Dean says, I'm getting she's still alive, but being sequestered, and transport is being planned. And there goes
extra hard talking about grape, sex trafficking, organ donation, organ harvesting. I talked about it very hard because I felt something that the Divine put on spirit to talk about this subject. And look at what happened. Manifestation. This is how the shit works, y'all. You see, the way witchcraft works, when you're a witch and you got psychic abilities, you pick up on energy, you get a sense of something. It's almost like you're an animal with the antennas sticking up, almost like a roach that's near food. Your spidey senses start going off. You're like, oh my God, why is it on my spirit to keep talking about sex trafficking? Listen, girls, why do I want to keep talking about this? I know my subscribers are like, Crystal, talk about something else. Look at what happened. I got my confirmation. Now I know I'm not crazy.
No, you still crazy.
Because sometimes I be thinking I'm crazy, like, oh my God. How come after I hung up off the phone with Goddess Hathor, I got the spirit to talk about this on my next live? Why am I feeling this way? It lasted for months. I could not put my finger on it. So I'm all the way scared right now that you even telling me this. Oh my God. I believe she's still alive too. Now, what we could do, sweetheart, I could help you out. Hold on.
Oh, we heard it loud and clear, Dan. Loud and clear.
Because I'm very, very annoyed
Listen to her roll
that we've been talking about this. All right? I'm annoyed that I was right. I don't like being right. I wanted to, everything inside of me wanted to be wrong about this feeling that I was feeling after I hung up the phone with you. Those couple of times we talked.
So how long her niece been missing?
After I talked to you, the Divine Mother said, Crystal, keep talking about it. Keep talking about it. One day you're going to get your confirmation. I got my confirmation. I did not want to get my confirmation. This is not what I wanted, Goddess Hathor. But I listen to Spirit. And when the Divine Mother gives me orders, I listen. If she said, Crystal, talk about it till you blue in the face. People are going to think you're crazy. They're going to think you're obsessed, but talk about sex trafficking a little bit more. Talk about missing girls. Talk about raping. Talk about it a little bit more. Every time I got, and I would roll my eyes like, oh God, I'm tired of talking about this subject.
No, you're not.
But the feeling was so strong. You don't think I want to talk about other stuff? I don't want to talk about this shit. But the feeling is so strong to talk about it. And I got orders from the Divine Mother to talk about it.
Hey, Red Wings.
And now, girl. It's just like, the thing with the COVID. When I called for a global event to happen, I was thinking along the lines of a recession. But the Divine Mother called on the disease. She called on pestilence, disease. A global event. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, but it's not up to me. It's up to the Divine.
Oh, stop now. You're taking credit for that.
Now, in order to help you, Goddess Hathor. All right? This is my advice to you.
Oh boy, here we go, bad advice.
You are going to have to, and it's funny that I came onto this live talking about this shit, and now here we are. You presented yourself, and you gave me my confirmation. The first step is this. You're going to have to go to an experienced shaman and remove any curses on your bloodline.
You're welcome, Red Wings.
You have to do it. Raping, exploitation, tragedy, anything like that. That's the first thing you have to do. Remove all of that energy. Get an experienced shaman that knows the right herbs, the right prayers and everything, and remove those curses off your bloodline. That's number one.
I told you to
you might
remove
even
off
be
of
able
yours.
to do it yourself by Googling how to wipe away generational curses. Go right on Google. Everything you want to learn or know about is right on Google. Get your herbs together. Get your prayers together. Call on the ancestors. Call on the spirit of the divine herself. Okay? And program this, that the spell that you are about to do is going to remove all generational curses. That's number one. You need a clean plate to wipe away anything that some disgruntled slave put on your goddamn ancestor. Okay? And the second thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to do some serious witchcraft on this shit. And I'm keeping it real. You're going to have to hit these motherfuckers from a spiritual standpoint. All right? Any plans that they got for organ harvest, sex traffic, rape, even if they got it on a track, trying to pimp her out. That's what they do. They kidnap you, and then they can make damn near $500,000 in 1 year off of one girl. If they pimp her out hard enough.
Good luck with that, Red Wings.
So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to derail any plan they have to do whatever they're going to do to your niece.
I just don't understand why she won't plant $1 in her backyard so she can have a money tree and won't have to beg for cash apps.
You might have to do a sacrifice.
Oh boy, here we go.
Now, this is where we get all the way funky. It could be an animal, a person. I do not recommend it being a person. All right. It could be an animal. It could be an insect. All right. I got a few roaches in my house. I'm not gonna lie. I got some roaches in my house.
We know.
I brought them from Brooklyn to my house. I shook everything out, and these motherfuckers are still here.
You should have washed your clothes.
All right. So you could do something like a roach sacrifice. If you got roaches, use them to your advantage, sweetheart.
Send them some of yours.
And as you kill the insect, envision it being the plans of the person that is trying to inflict harm on your niece. All right? You could do that all day, kill roaches all day, visualizing the plans of your enemy being squashed like the bug. You could you gonna have to do some shit. You just can't sit on your ass and pray and think that you're gonna basically say God helps those who help themselves. Well, it's not as easy as just sitting on your ass and expecting it to find. Good work. I mean, you just doing prayers. But in a situation like this, I would call all stops. I would do prayer as well as who
God helps those who help themselves, says the woman who sits on her ass and doesn't want to go to work, but she wants cash.
You're going to have to tap deep into the dark mother, your dark energy. This is not light energy. So what bothers me is everybody thinks everything is, oh, it's witchcraft. You know, I'm just going to do the white magic. Not for this one.
Did she normalize having? Yes, she just did.
Witchcraft.
She just normalized. Yes, she did. After all that time, I was saying she had roaches. Those are water bugs.
I don't want to scare you, sweetheart. Right?
Yeah, it would help if she would clean, Dan.
I'm not gonna say I saw it coming. I felt it coming. That's why every
Tiffany
time I got on the goddamn
says
live,
you are scaring us.
Sex trafficking, missing girls.
Her usual crew is not here tonight.
See, the way this shit
works. There's a few, but not many.
I'm not trying to scare you, but anybody that is a Crystal Swirlz listener knows that I am relentless when I talk about this subject. And yeah, it happened after those couple of conversations. The fear, and I couldn't sense where the fuck it was coming from. Where is this coming from? This obsession to talk about missing girls, sex trafficking, organ harvesting. It bothered the fuck out of me. I did not want to talk about this. And the fact that Goddess Hathor jumped her ass on my live tonight and said that her 15-year-old niece is missing, I hang up this phone and start crying. Because now I know I'm not crazy.
Oh, y'all just talked about it before you came.
I got a gift.
You went live. Come on now.
Okay. The Divine Mother blessed me with a gift. And the way this thing works, you say, oh, well, Crystal, how come you didn't tell her? Girl.
Because she's not a witch.
You know, when, like those the animals, they can sense danger in the air, but they don't know where it's coming from. It's almost like when they bust the shots in the air in the hood. Yo, I hear shots outside. Where they coming from? I don't know. I heard shots.
Her
it's like
just
that.
ate better than her son did.
You get this overwhelming sense to talk about a certain subject.
She changed her mind.
This is not the first time this has happened to me.
Good luck with that, Red.
Have you noticed when I first did the live, I talked about generational curses. I talked about bad things happening, and this could be the reason why. Is because, you know, all our ancestors, our white ancestors, you know, we got curses on us because of them in the form of tragedy. So when I first did the live, I couldn't quite put what should I put this subject as? you know, so when Goddess Hathor, oh girl, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. This shit's getting me upset. Because I'm going to start crying like, girl, I could have did a lot on anything, but I chose this subject. And right along the lines came Goddess Hathor. And look at that. You see how this shit works?
Clean out.
So I don't want y'all thinking
no longer mobile, clean, or doing
it's nothing I can control.
Nasty.
Right? When I get a urge to do something or talk about something, and something told me, you know, the divine told me tonight I would get some type of confirmation. I didn't know what it was, but she told me, you're going to get a confirmation. And I wish I was screaming like, what the fuck is it? Why do you want me to talk about this generalized subject, hoodoo, you know, cursed bloodlines, slavery? Well, because the first thing you need to do is clean up your bloodline.
Oh yeah, she pissed while she was live.
Your bloodline?
And we got
see how it manifests.
Ari. Hey, I haven't had the chance to.
You got to get rid of that generational curse on your bloodline.
I will watch her.
Then you can begin talking about your niece. So I want you to go into the comment section right now. Goddess Hathor, are you still there? Goddess Hathor, are you still there?
I bet it is overpowering, Dan.
I'm waiting on you. We got enough people watch to get help for your niece. We can combine our energies. And we could derail the plans of whatever happens to your niece.
Definite mental illness, clown.
I don't give a fuck if it's, I don't know what's going on with her as far as, is she not happy at home? Is she a runaway?
But you're a witch. You should know all this stuff by now.
But what we can do is we can combine our energies. And let's say it is something that's not good, like sex trafficking, something like that. She got herself into a jam, maybe with a pimp or whatever. We could combine our energies right now. Everybody close your eyes.
How long has she been missing?
Close your eyes, right?
How long has she been missing?
If she's in a fucked up situation right now, we are jinxed. Whoever is holding her hostage against her will, we're jinxing them. Whatever plans they got to hold her.
Good question, Red Wings. Good question.
Are being derailed. It's not going to work. Now, this is what I want everybody to do. If you want to help Goddess Hathor get her niece back, I'm going to tell you an old school hoodoo.
I want to know how long the niece has been missing.
That anybody can do. Everybody at 3 o'clock in the morning, between 3 and 4 in the morning,
I know there are certain
the other side are wide open.
Conditions that have to be met for an Amber Alert.
The portal to the spirit world
meet those conditions, those
between 3 and 4 in the morning.
Is there an Amber Alert?
I want everybody to write on a piece of paper. Right? I don't know this girl's name. She's underage. You might not want to tell her name. Just put down the niece of Goddess Hathor. The missing niece of Goddess Hathor. And then write down whatever bad situation you are in, you will find your way home. And you write on the paper, remember, if you put your trash out, you're throwing something out, right?
Bring Lisa home or whatever.
You're throwing away anything that you don't want. So what you do is you put down on the paper,
Come on.
Put down the thing that you want to throw away.
Make it up as you go. Away I don't what?
The idea that this girl is missing permanently, that she's not going to return home safely. So what you do is you write down what
there has to be certain conditions for an Amber Alert, though.
You don't want her to be missing I would love permanently.
To. If she wasn't blocked, I'd go over her chat and ask her, is there an Amber Alert?
The plans of her captor or whoever's trying to hurt her, you don't want those plans to be successful. So right away, what you don't want
is all this is
all this and throw it in the garbage between 3 and 4
possible.
I want everybody to do that.
Sex trafficking and all this
energy and it's active magic. But while you're doing it, you must
run
visualize.
There's an Amber Alert.
The outcome.
How long has she been missing?
You're throwing away. Don't focus on what you want, which is her to come home. Focus on what you don't want, which is something bad happening, her not returning. Okay? Do you understand the assignment? Don't write down what you want. Write down what you don't want to happen.
They never talk about facts. It's just speculation. Oh, that happened. Oh, this is going to happen. It's bad. Tyrone did this. She's molested. She's great. She's this.
Right? That's what you write down. Everybody, between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, when the portals are open, throw out your garbage and visualize what you don't want.
She says, Goddess says she would like to say more, but not online. The vultures are everywhere.
Permanently missing. Okay. I respect your wishes.
If she's missing,
but you need a little bit of help.
Give a damn about the vultures. Fuck the vultures. If she's missing and you want it out there.
Power and strength in numbers.
The hell with the vultures.
If everybody puts their garbage out. I don't give a fuck if the garbage man came already. Put your goddamn garbage out. All right? It could be on garbage day.
Yep, that too, Klingon.
Whatever garbage day your day is, you put it out at that time. But if everybody does it at the same time, even if it's a small pack of garbage, put it on a curb.
Oh, she kind of has, Dan, with
right
the whole
sex
trafficking.
Want all these bad things to happen
she
to her. She
kind of has.
You don't want her niece to be permanently missing, or things you don't want to happen. All right? And put that shit in garbage, throw it out. And as you're walking away, say, so mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be, in the name of the divine. You're throwing it away. Any successful plans that the captor has. That's a very powerful form of witchcraft. And if we all do it at the same time, it opens up doors. Now, if you want to call me, you know my number, Goddess Hathor. All right? You know the number. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's 904-209-8586. You can call me at any time. I know. You can't say everything you want to say online. I understand. This is really fucking crazy, man. Now I know exactly where the fuck the goddamn... And I hate to get a confirmation in this way. I really don't like my hunches and my obsessions coming true. I really don't. I want to be wrong about certain things, guys. And I'm not saying that something bad happened to her, but the fact that I talked about this subject relentlessly. All right.
Of course, if you talk about it, it's bound to happen.
That itself bothers me.
That doesn't mean that you're a real witch. You just talk about stuff that
so if you want to call me
in life.
If you want me to do rituals for you, I'll do it for free. I will not charge you. This one is on me, sweetheart.
You charge people?
Right? This is on me. But I can't do things without your permission. So if you want me to do some work for you on this subject, I will do it. Everybody's quiet because this is a very, oh my God.
Everybody's quiet because this is bullshit.
I'm so sorry this happened to you. But let's not, speak into the atmosphere, the outcome that we don't want, all right?
You do it any other time.
Let's develop an air of expectation that she's going to return home safely and everything is going to be okay.
How long has she been missing?
Believe that. And if we combine our energies, it will come into manifestation. But if we combine our energies and feel sad and, oh my God, something happened to her, if we do that, then our worst fears come true. So what we need to do is combine our energies. She's on her way home. She's coming home. Everything's going to be okay. Whatever situation she's in, she's going to wriggle her way out of it. All right? If somebody's doing some fuck shit to this little girl, they're going to fuck up and trip, make a mistake, and she's going to escape. All right? She's going to find her way home. That's already happening. All right? It's already on its way. We're just waiting for it to manifest on the silver platter. That's how you have to be cocky with the witchcraft. You got to have an air of expectation that whatever you want to come into fruition, it's already on its way. We already set the order to the kitchen, to the Divine Mother, and she's stirring it up in the pot. The goddess of witchcraft, Hecate, she's stirring it up in the pot. That's the order we put out. We expect, with our combined energies in our mental focuses, it's on its way. It's going to manifest that she's coming home. Right. That's how you do powerful witchcraft. Strength in numbers. A lot of witches gathered. Right now what we're doing a coven. We are doing coven witchcraft, meaning that there's a bunch of us. And we are jinxing whoever or whatever is keeping this girl away. I don't know if it's a situation where she ran away. We're going to combine our energies and we're going to what? Put it on her soul. Put it on her solar plexus and her heart chakra to come home. Her solar plexus is her willpower. That's located right below your titty. It's like if somebody punches you in the stomach and takes away your wind. They take away, they knock the wind out of you.
I believe that's called your sternum.
That chakra is located.
I believe that's your sternum.
It's a situation where she willingly left or she don't want to come home or whatever. We are going to, I cannot control. I told you how witchcraft works. I cannot overpower someone's free will. That is going against the spiritual laws of the universe. But what I can do is I can influence, I can coerce,
I can
be like Satan and whisper in her ear, go home. I could do that. I can influence, but I cannot overpower. And for those of you who are experienced hoodoo practitioners, and you know about calamus. Yeah, calamus is a very powerful herb that is used to overcome people's will. But I don't tend to use it in that way. I want to use calamus to the point that I influence you to the maximum capacity. One hair short of overtaking your free will. That's how you use powerful magic. Don't fuck with free will, but
what you talking about, Dan? I missed that. I went to make a sandwich.
Because there's no law against influencing. Celeste Dean said, break their plans. Have their feet slip, hands fumble. She walks away with her whole self. They cannot see her leave. Let us give... Guys...
Is she talking about GoFundMe or something?
I'm calling on the goddess, the mother of witchcraft. Hecate, I'm asking for your assistance. What is my sacrifice? My loyalty.
A roach.
My loyalty is my sacrifice. My belief in you, my promotion of you. That is what I'm offering. In exchange for my loyalty and belief in you and promotion of you, I want you to help this little girl in whatever situation she's in. Make her go, influence her to your ultimate ability to go home. If it's in her free will to go home, if it's the runaway situation, influence her to go home. Make the feeling so overwhelming that she gives in. Because I can't make anybody do anything, but I can influence you so much that you just go crazy and you just go home. I can do that.
Okay.
If it's a situation where she's forced, we're asking you to F up the plans of whoever is trying to keep her from coming home. Make them make mistakes. I'm asking you to use the herbs High John the Conqueror. Put High John the Conqueror, which is an escaped slave who held this root and nobody could catch him. I'm asking you to use High John the Conqueror root and Master root. Master of the woods. Use these herbs in your spell to make this girl come home. So she can come home undetected, easily. I'm asking you, anybody that can assist her in coming home, they give her the means to. Hear our cries, Divine Mother Feminine. Feel our pain, Divine Mother Feminine. Goddess Hecate. We celebrate you. We honor you. We give you our loyalty and our respect. We ask this one simple favor. Return this girl safe and alive and in good condition to her family. We are asking you to, at 3 o'clock in the morning, we are putting our prayers, even if all of us are asleep. Our will is to dive into the portal of manifestation, guaranteed manifestation. We are knocking on the door. It says in the Bible, the Lord said, my mansion has many rooms. What did he mean by that? Okay. It basically means there's a million outcomes to this situation. We are asking for the outcome where the girl is safely returned home. We know that you cannot control free will, but we are taking all of our energy into influencing her mind. We want to overload her solar plexus chakra and her heart chakra. Those are the chakras that we are attacking. And we want her to come home. Any generational curses that are along the bloodline of Goddess Hathor, remove them with the force of 1 billion. Wash away any traces of generational curses. Now we're working with a clean slate. And with this clean slate, we're starting from scratch. We are putting into the pot what we want the outcome to be. We are knocking on the door of the outcome. Nice and loud. The outcome that we want is for her to return home safely. We are busting down the door. We want a tsunami of success to wash over this situation. We are calling on the powers of earth, air, water, fire, all four quarters. Hear our cries. We are drawing an invisible pentagram over this situation.
Oh, goodness.
We are circling this situation with protective salt and brick dust. Red brick dust. Our enemies cannot cross the borders of this circle. The little girl, the niece of Goddess Hathor, is inside of the circle, and her enemies cannot come into the circle. We are putting High John the Conqueror in her hand, and she is sitting in the circle. We are calling on the spirit of Harriet Tubman, who made 300 slaves escape into freedom. That's the energy we want. We are knocking on that door. We are going back in time. And we want a successful outcome. And we speak it into existence. Every time the sun rises and sets, she is coming closer to being home. Let's get all the way funky with this shit, y'all. Every time every person on earth takes a breath, she's coming closer to being home. Successfully in one piece, in her right mind, unscathed, unharmed. Every time somebody breathes, this girl is coming home.
I'm sorry if y'all hear me chewing, but I gotta find something to entertain
we want to use
myself.
the breath of every person that is living right now on Earth. There's no fucking way this spell ain't gonna work. We got how many fucking billions? We got, what, 8 billion people on Earth? 6, 7, 8 billion people? Okay. That's a lot of fucking breathing, don't you think? With each breath, we are breathing life into the spell. Come on. Guaranteed manifestation. Knocking on the door of the outcome that we want.
Yeah.
Calling on the spirit
it's
and the
lack
energy
of pink brown, definitely.
High John the Conqueror. She's coming home. Satan, I rebuke you. Satan and your fucking angels, kiss my ass, motherfucker. Huh? I am calling on the spirit of Sekhmet, the goddess of war and power. That is my zodiac sign, which is a Leo. I am calling on the spirit of the lioness to surround this young lady with their protective energy and more to death. Anybody that tried to harm a head on this little girl's body, I don't give a fuck if it's in the form of
she'll be taking this down.
Their chakras. You might attack their mind when they say, nah, I'm not going to do nothing to her. All of a sudden, if it's a grape situation, they dicks won't go up. Let's go. The dick will not work.
Oh, here we go with that. Spell number 6.
If it's a situation where she is in a pimp situation, sex trafficking,
spell number 6.
Go up.
Slip dicks.
No great can happen if your dick can't go up, right? We are calling on the power of fairy tales. We are using the innocence of children. The belief that innocent children have in magical things. Like Santa Claus. Innocence. We're taking their innocence
I'm not trying
and belief in things like fairy, and we're using it and that magic. Sprinkle, sprinkle, shake, shake, shake over this situation. We're not dealing with reality. We're dealing with the unseen, the dark corners, the spider webs, the shadows.
We're dealing with the mentally unwell. You.
We're calling on the power of the ancestors, the ones that had heart, the ones that had dignity. We're calling on them and their assistance in this right. It's on its way. It shall happen that she comes home safely. And as a matter of fact, I'll strike you a deal. How about this? The devil does deals, right? Well, so does God, sweetheart. God does deals too. I'll tell you what. Divine Mama, I'm messing with you now. Thank you, Goddess Hecate, for your assistance. Thank you, Sekhmet, for your assistance. Now I'm going to the source. Divine Mother, this is a chance for you to show us who you are. Okay? This is a chance, and I know it's bad to do this. I know that I'm not supposed to challenge God and do deals, but Divine Mother, I'm asking for a special favor. Show them what you're working with. Show your ass. Huh? Can you show your ass this time? Because you got a whole audience watching you, sweetheart. I done put my ass on the line talking about you.
That's gross, Dan.
I went out of my way to tell people about you. Now you got people watching and waiting and looking. Huh? Show your fucking ass. The way you did when I did that spell for a global event to happen. I thought you was going to do a goddamn session. You showed your ass and did a fucking disease and took motherfuckers out. That's what I want you to do in this one, okay? Because Goddess Hathor is a special friend of mine, okay? And she's a 6-foot goddess, richly melanated, beautiful queen. And her niece is missing, all right? We need you to show your fucking ass on this and return that girl home safely in one piece, all right? In her right mind, unblemished, trauma-free. This is a chance for you, Divine Mother, to show us what you're working with. And I really don't like challenging you. I know what you're working with. But I'm asking you to show others what you're working with. Because you the one that kept nagging me about this subject. You the one that kept talking about sex trafficking. Crystal, talk about sex trafficking. Talk about missing girls every fucking time. Talk about rape. I got tired of talking about it.
No, you don't.
So now you gave me my confirmation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because now I know I'm not crazy. Now I know my obsession with that subject. Now I got my confirmation. Now, something tells me that you got a surprise for us. Something tells me that you're going to honor all of those times I didn't feel like doing a live and talking about raping, talking about missing girls, talking about molestation, talking about sex trafficking. Now, something tells me you smiling. You like, yeah, Crystal, it was a setup. You set me up. You set me up and you want the world to see what a bad mamma jamma you are. Huh? And I listen to you. I wanted to talk about other things like celebrities, other things that was going on. And you said, nah, Chris, we'll talk about sex trafficking. Talk about missing girls. Every fucking time I was talking about this. Everybody knows I'm telling the truth. Everybody was like, hey, Kristen, you got issues. That's all you talk about is raping, sex trafficking, organ harvesting. Why are you always talking about that? I'm not going to say another word.
Because what you like to talk about?
Watch you. This is your time to shine, Divine Mother. This is your time to shine, Divine Mother. Make that girl come home one piece, because when I do a live, I want Goddess Hathor to jump on the live and say, Crystal, my niece came home. Do you know what that's going to make you look like, Divine Mother? If this girl comes home in one piece, alive, unharmed. Do you have any fucking idea? And I swear, I will never take down that live if this girl comes home. Historians are gonna find that live, and they're gonna be doing their homework like, oh my God, is God really a female? Oh my God, there's a witchcraft thing.
Oh, the girl please stop. Oh, please stop.
Come on, because not everybody. I want you to realize not everybody's really effing with you. Like, you know that, right? Like most people say, our Father, he think God is a male. They worship Satan without realizing it. Because the last time our Father
the Bible, though,
was in heaven, you kicked that nigga out.
But you stay quoting
the
Bible.
So that's what they worshiping when they say, our Father who art in heaven. But they don't realize it. We waking up the dead. We doing big things down here. I'm asking you for this one thing. This is your daughter. She's only 15 years old. She's a child. Bring this girl back in one piece. And if this is a situation, all right, with some sick male creature, or even a male-minded female is hurting this girl, they're gonna feel the wrath of the lioness. It's gonna feel like a million lionesses are ripping them to shreds. They gonna wish they never laid eyes on that girl. So that's my request to you, Goddess Thor. We're gonna wait.
How long has she been
in the hands of our mother?
Today, yesterday,
I said, I did a lot of work for you. The type of work I did tonight, I usually charge people money for that shit. I did it for free for you. I did it in front of everybody. All right? Now,
what
we can do is believe.
What did you do?
And expect to receive. Believe and respect to receive.
She don't have many customers because
you can burn all the candles in the world.
What did you do that's
and do
free?
All the witchcraft you want, but if you don't believe,
that you normally charge
it's not going to work. Don't worry about it. I believe in my mother. I believe in Hecate. I honor them. I worship them. I tell people about them. I'm gonna sit back and watch you work, Mama. I'm gonna sit back and watch you work, Mama. Slaughter her enemies. She's on her way home. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody must have the air of expectation for this shit to work. She's on her way home.
Thor said she was missing. That's all.
The same way I talked to you on the phone, Goddess Hathor, and I sensed something in the air and I couldn't pick up on it. The same way, but you could tell that I picked something up because I talked about this subject constantly. Let's not act like I didn't talk about this every fucking time. I got my confirmation tonight. I'm gonna sit back and wait. I'm waiting on part 2. I'm waiting on part 2. We're gonna do it like we always do it, ladies. This ain't nothing. We are goddesses. We are descendants of Africans who practiced crazy magic, like the skeleton key, where they transferred bodies. With the old people transferring bodies with the young people. We do crazy shit like that. That's who we descended from, the bloodline of people who did shit like that. So we are very powerful people. Come on, Celeste Deans, talk to me.
Possibly.
Talk to me. What What do you mean something turned just now? Yeah, she's coming home. We are a bunch of lionesses. We're going to hold our head up high, turn our tail up to Satan and say, fuck you, motherfucker. She's on her way home. He's over. Wait, what? I don't. Go into the chat right now and tell me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Prove it by writing a sentence. Write a complete sentence about the Skeleton Key. Tell me you didn't just saw that movie.
And Goddess Hathor just watched the Skeleton Key movie. Come on now.
Because I saw it tonight.
Come on
That's why I did the live on it.
Y'all full of shit.
That's why I talked about it in the beginning of the live. Please write a full sentence. Because a story dig up this goddamn movie. Because I'm not taking this live down.
Yeah, you will.
When a story... Oh, shit. You saw the Skeleton Key. Oh, my God. Something still magical is about to happen, y'all. Something's about to go down. Something big. The divine about to show her ass. Because I talked about that movie in 5 minutes of this live. I talked about the Skeleton Key. She's coming home. The divine has been waiting for an opportunity to show her ass. You see, not everybody knows her. Not everybody talks about her. Usually people, you bring her up, they say, oh, you know, God could be a man, it could be a woman, we don't know. They say shit like that to shut you up. But we know what it is. Oh, when this lie up, sweetheart, you see, I'm in tune with you, Goddess Hathor. You saw it yesterday, I saw it today. Coincidence? Is it a coincidence, sweetheart? So let me...
Yeah, it's her live is starting to buffer.
Shout out to Celeste Dean, John the Conqueror, works wonders. And if you work it with Callus, Licorice, oh yeah, or Master of the Woods, girl, you on fire. There's no coming back from that. Overcome and those herbs. Anger, don't forget galangal, because galangal, you take that motherfucker to court. Listen, how many years is that? 18 years? Come on now. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. They don't want us to do this. They want to grape us, kidnap us, kill us, with no repercussions. Think about it. Why do you think they outlawed voodoo? Hoodoo. You can't conquer a race of people that's putting roots on your ass. They're going to be able to do anything. See, the reason why people don't like witches is because nobody wants to feel like somebody's putting a candle on them. Think about it. Let's say you got an enemy, right? Somebody doesn't like you for whatever reason. Do you really want to feel like somebody's putting roots on your ass? Now, you can talk all the big bad shit you want.
Her live is buffering, y'all. The live is...
I don't believe that for a reason. Because it works. Okay? Nobody wants to feel like somebody's out to get them. But yeah, if somebody got the niece of this, a little girl, oh yeah, they in big trouble. But me, with Goddess Hathor, with Hecate, with the Divine Mother, now what you could do, Goddess Hathor, right? You take a candle and you cry over it. Your fist is shaking. You're mad. In the event that somebody kidnaps her or sex trafficked her, this is what you do. This could be just a case example. If that is the situation, you know, we don't know what the situation is. It could be a runaway situation, but just in case, okay? Now, Now, if it's a situation where she ran away, that's something different. But in the event that somebody is fucking with your niece, you take that candle and you cry over it. Just like the Black Madonna cries real tears in the Vatican. There's a real statue called the Black Madonna, and she cries real tears. Now, you do this. This is very powerful magic. Dark energy magic. You speak hatred. You shake. You tremble. You're mad. You're drooling at the mouth with anger. Right? You cry over that candle. You put your energy into it. Then you burn that motherfucker. All right? That's how you do that shit. And whatever you want to happen to the people that you think are hurting your niece, you speak it into existence, you cry over that candle, and you light that bitch on fire. I feel sorry for whoever. I feel sorry for whoever you got a kid, and you don't have to know their name, sweetheart. All right? Let's not play games. You said, if there is someone that is harming my niece right now and keeping her from coming home, you cry over that candle. I don't care if you do it for a whole half an hour. You put your energy into it. You spit on it. You shake, you tremble, you drool at the mouth. And then you light that bitch on fire. Okay? That's how you do that shit. I feel sorry for whoever the fuck is fucking with your niece.
You always feeling sorry
now
for
I know I'm not crazy.
You feeling sorry for
God,
messing with her niece? You felt sorry for
because I talked about missing girls forever. I was like the only YouTuber that kept talking about missing girls, raping, sex trafficking. I mean, my subscribers were tired of me. And you know I'm telling the truth. Every live I talked about the same shit. So now I'm relieved to know that I'm not crazy.
No, you crazy.
What I picked up in the air, somebody that, you know, I'm affiliated with, that I talked to on the phone a few times. We're not best friends, but we do, you know, have some type of friendly friendship going on. You know, yeah. Now I know, yeah. So now you know I'm not crazy. Because I'm pretty sure you were thinking, damn, Crystal, why you keep talking about that? Like, why you always talking about missing girls and sex trafficking? Why, like, talk about something else. I know you know what, I know you probably was thinking that, right? So now people can leave me the fuck alone. I'm not crazy.
You are crazy.
I got my confirmation, and now I'm waiting on a divine mother to show her ass. And she will. She will. Because I asked her to. She gonna show her ass. Especially when she got an audience, you know, because not everybody fucks with her. You know that, right? There's only certain people that know about the divine mother.
She moves around too much.
It's sad to say, but yeah, not everybody fucks with her. Most people don't want to give up their male-minded view that God is a male. All right?
She's peeing.
They don't want to give that up.
She just peed again. I heard it very lightly.
But we know who the true God is, don't we, ladies?
Crystal, I still heard you. You didn't have it far enough away.
You know.
I still heard the pee, girl.
I still heard it. Anticipated on you, and she's found. All right. Well, she comes back home. Please do us the honors of letting us know that this
I heard the last few droplets.
Came back home safely. All right? Because I did some work for you tonight. People are wondering, you know, people are going to be talking after giving this live up. People are going to be talking about shit, wondering what happened. You know, so if everything will turn out fine. Because we already spoke it into existence. We got the air of expectation going on. So when she comes home, you let us know. Give us a courtesy letting us know. Now let's talk a little bit about something else. About this subject. I want you ladies to not be scared of the power. Now she says, I will end. I will. And you hit the nail on a lot of stuff you could not have known. I had no idea while I was babbling enough about missing girls and sex trafficking. Every time I got on a goddamn live,
because it happens in life, and you're just using this one situation as confirmation that you're some kind of spiritual advisor.
I'm like, oh God, I don't want to talk about this shit again. But look at what happened. And it's kind of funny that you saw the skeleton key the day before I saw the skeleton key. Now, when you rewind this live, you're going to say, damn, Crystal talked about the skeleton key for 5 minutes straight. Yep. And isn't it weird how you saw it yesterday? Something magical is going on. And I believe that the divine wants us to go back to the old way. You do know what the old way is, don't you? Don't you? We got a bunch of powerful witches in this chat right now. Goddess Hathor, Crystal Swirlz, Celeste T. Deans. I believe that Celeste T. Deans is a witch. So I know for a fact, all right, that Celestial Knight is a witch. I know for a fact Celestial Knight is a witch. I'm not trying to blow her up, but yeah, she's a witch. She's a little baby witch, and she's very powerful. Who else we got in here? Sun Empress 3, you on your way. Now, you said you didn't have the chance to watch the seller. You are late on your homework assignment. We're going to give you grace. We know you got a busy life, but yeah, the next time you come into my chat, I want to hear that you saw Princella the Queenmaker, please. Now, who knows about Beyonce? You know Beyonce is a witch, right?
Oh boy, here we go.
It's okay, Caramel Callie, you're here. You know Beyonce is a witch, right? Beyonce comes from a Creole bloodline. Now, many of you have grandmothers like myself that look like Tina Knowles. Creole-looking women, biracial-looking women. Your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers look like her.
Yes, ma'am, Klingon.
Right? So I don't give a fuck if you jet black, motherfucker. You got somebody in your bloodline that looks like Tina Knowles.
I wonder if she's even wiping herself.
Now, I know some of you are scared of witchcraft. I get it. You know why you're scared, sweetheart? Because you were conditioned to be scared of it. You were conditioned to think that you were going to go to hell.
The bucket is next to her bed.
People are not, that it's going to backfire on you and they're going to go to hell. But witchcraft is not just about casting spells and hexing people, okay? Witchcraft is about protecting yourself, using the elements to give you the outcome that you want, working with the forces of nature. Now, basically, if you think about it, the Native Americans were witches, if you want to get all the way funky. If the modern day Christians want to get funky, the Native Americans, the Africans, some of their own ancestors were witches. The Vikings, very superstitious people. I got a little bit of Viking in me. I'm 2%. I'm 2% Swedish, Denmark. So they were very superstitious people. But let's just keep it real, y'all. All right? I know every part of you now wants to protect yourself. And some of you, look at who got High John the Conqueror tonight? Who was that finally got the high John the Conqueror? Okay, Celeste T. Deans.
I bet you she's not wiping.
Oh my God.
Just pissing and getting off the bucket.
The more you work with it, the better it works. I don't know if you got the cut version, if you got the root, where you carry the root wherever you go, you can overcome all your obstacles, or you can put the cut form inside of an oil. You could even put the root in the oil and let it sit and soak. And put the oil on your skin. There's lots of ways you could freak it.
And you know she's got a bucket next to her bed. That means she has to squat.
Celestial Knight said Beyonce is a witch. Because
I can't see her holding all that weight
Who runs
up.
the world, girls?
And she's peeing so quickly, not much is coming out. You know what I mean? I can't see her squatting over like that, holding her own weight while she pees.
Come on, Celestial Knight. And do you see how people are the Christians are so quick with their witch hunt to demonize Beyonce? Listen, I'm not saying that Beyonce is a good witch, a bad witch, whatever, but let's just keep it funky. She tried to give a shout out to the Divine Mother, if you think about it, right? She gave a shout out to the Divine Mother, and they even said that P. Diddy, check this out, you cannot make this up. I got a snitch that came back and told me that P. Diddy, he must have saw that live I did about P. Diddy, all right? Before I took it down, he must have saw that live where I talked about P. Diddy and the devil, right? That was the name of the live. P. Diddy and the devil, and so, I forgot the exact name of it, but he got a tattoo right after I did that live. So and you know what the tattoo was? Who the tattoo was about? He got a tattoo of the Divine Mother on his motherfucking ass. So I think that nigga was listening, and he found out about the Divine Mother, and he said, "You know what? I need that protection. They coming after me."
No. During that live talking about him, someone told you that he got a tattoo.
You are a witch, and
so it's not like he heard your live and then the next day he went and got a tattoo.
And this show,
in that live, someone told you about the tattoo.
The lives, and you
that still don't got nothing to do with you.
She says, "My sister and mother and I have been proud witches." Shout out to moms who refused Christianity back in the 80s. Now listen, this is what we can do, y'all. We can call on the spirit of witches that have been persecuted. The ones who practiced in private. All right? We could call on them for assistance as well. Now there is a place called Summerland. I don't know if you ladies know about that. Right? It's a place where they say the witches go after they die. A peaceful place where they're not inundated with forced Christianity and people forcing their beliefs on them. And they can plant their herbs in their gardens and live in peace. Right? So if you ever want to call on have you ever thought to call on the spirit of the witches that came before you? The ones that burned at the stake? The ones who practiced in private and never told anybody? The ones who acted like they were gardening. Oh, I like gardening, but they were really planting their herbs. All right? Now, I don't give a fuck how religious you are. There will come a time when your ass runs into that goddamn botanica. There will come a time when you knock on the door of a witch for help. Are you fucking kidding me? Satan is having a party down here. There will come a time when you come into a situation where the devil is hot on your ass, and you say, "You know what? Let me try something different. I've been going to church, I've been praying, and I'm not putting down Jesus. Jesus is a beautiful thing. But the goddess did not put herbs, oils, goddamn elements, the air, the earth, the sea, the water, the land. She didn't put all this shit down here for you to just say, okay. It says it in the Bible. God helps those who help themselves. You cannot just sit on your ass amongst all these crystals and herbs and oils.
But you want to sit on your ass while people pay for you to live.
For a reason.
So you ain't got to be at Popeyes.
What the fuck? You got to be a dumb motherfucker. Girl. Do you know what copper does? Copper is a conductor, sweetheart. It conducts energy. Now, imagine if you get this is what I do with my candles. I get a bracelet of copper, pure copper. You get it for like $6 on the internet. On Etsy. You go to Etsy, you get you a little couple of bracelets that are made out of copper, $6 a piece. Put your candle right in the center of the goddamn copper bracelet. It's a conductor of energy, right? You didn't think about that. See, the divine bestows me with sacred knowledge. Hello, come on. Put your candle in the center of a copper bracelet. It's going to do magical things, sweetheart. It's a conductor of energy. Now, you putting all your energy into the candle, right? And your candle is surrounded by something that conducts energy. Because water is a conductor of electricity, right? So if water is a conductor of electricity, why can't it be a conductor of prayers, spells? I speak into my water before I drink it. You damn right I do. Who's to say that the cure to cancer or any fucked up disease you got, it could be as simple as talking to your goddamn water. Hello, this is shit that doctors don't want you to know about.
So why is your back still hurting?
So since water is a conductor of energy, and you're drinking this water to hydrate yourself, it's gonna fuel all of your cells in your body, flush out all the toxins in your body. Why wouldn't it flush out the cancer? All you gotta do is speak commands into your water.
So why is
kill
your
the
back
cancer cells in my body?
Why is your back straight?
Flush out kill them permanently. It could be. Who knows if that's the cure to all diseases? And they're not gonna tell you that.
Heal yourself.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna tell you that, baby.
That way you can stand up at Popeyes for a whole shift.
All right. You got bad luck. Talk to your water. Tell your water what to do. Before you drink it, say, water, I want you to cleanse all the toxins out of my body, flush any disease out of my body, and I want you to surround my aura with a protective shield. I want the aura to even be bulletproof. All right? Let's go back to your childhood. When you were a child and you had big stars in your eyes and you read fairy tale books before you went to bed. And you believed that shit. My favorite, you might think I'm crazy, but my favorite element is actually, I'm a fire sign, I'm a Leo, but my favorite element for some reason is water. I'm terrified of it because my biggest fear is deep water, but I'm also amazed and obsessed with it. Now, lady underscore Nubia 77 know exactly what I'm talking about. Wow. Let's go. Come on, lady underscore Nubia 77. She said, did you know that the U.S. stopped making fully copper pennies decades ago?
What
I wonder why. Because the witches were using it. That is one of the, copper is the metal of Venus. Venus is the planet of love. I'll wait. Venus is the planet of love, and the metal is copper. Yeah, get you a copper bracelet and put your candles in it. If you get one of them cheap candles from the dollar store, the big ones, put it in the middle of the copper bracelet. It's gonna make your spells way more powerful. Oh yeah. You can even, you know what I'm saying? I recommend you do that. Another thing that you could do, take your crystals, get a chunk of crystal. One of my favorite crystals to wear, I'm not gonna say it online, but I take that crystal and I put it under my wig. I'll put it in my bra. I'll put it in my wig.
For what?
I got two favorite crystals. Who thinks they know what they are?
What did it do?
Go into the chat and think and tell me if you know what my two favorite crystals are. I'll wait.
Put it under your wig for what?
I'm not gonna tell you what my two favorite crystals are. All right? But all I know is get into it, ladies. Don't be scared of the magic. This is what I want you to do. I'm gonna give you a homework assignment. Magic should be in your everyday life. Everything you do, if you're a real witch, should be magical. Experiment on yourself. Experiment on other people. What is your favorite element?
Yeah, under her wig. What for?
Air?
It ain't making it fire any better.
Or is it water? Or is it the fifth element, which is spirit?
Maybe that's what's seeping into her brain and making her think the way she does.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Okay. Thank you, Caramel Callie. Caramel Callie, we have never, ever heard from you. Can we hear your voice, sweetheart? I'm gonna give you the call-in number. You don't have to call in, but if you want to surprise us with a phone call, the number is 904 770. I need a journalist, bitch. 904 770 84 46. It'll be interesting to hear from her. I've never heard her voice before. But if we start doing witchcraft, we sitting here crying about the things that are going on earth. Satan is having a party. Go to church, pray about it. And meanwhile, he said, you bitches are dumb. Ooh. You surrounded by crystals and
meanwhile, y'all have a good holiday. I'm going out of town. I don't know if I'll catch any of her lives or not, but y'all have a Merry Christmas, and I will see y'all after the holiday.
They want you to be helped. They want you to not do nothing. They don't want you to practice the craft, sweetheart. Especially these little creatures down here. Because I believe that a lot of them are doing witchcraft on us. My Cash App is $, and somebody please put it in the goddamn comment section. So if somebody watches my video, they can donate $1 or $2. $, Crystal Swirlz, SWIRLZ 7. $, Crystal Swirlz 7. That is my Cash App. I'll let y'all know. Something is about to go down on Earth.
So
I think it's gonna be a gender war, y'all. They fooled y'all with this. It ain't gonna be no race war. It's gonna be a gender war. Hey, who's this?
This is Caramel Callie.
Caramel Callie, what a name.
I just changed it too. I had to get something a little bit more specific. I normally, who do you normally always talk to?
You gotta talk a lot into the phone.
Who do you normally always talk to?
Myself.
No. Who always calls in though? I don't know her name.
Who always? Wait, you can talk louder.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have you on speaker. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's much louder.
Okay, I'm gonna take you off. Who normally calls into the show? I can't remember. There's someone that you always
quadratic
talk.
Equation.
Oh my gosh, I love when you guys talk so much.
Is another one.
Khadijah too. Either one.
Celestial Knight called into the show.
Okay.
Goddess Hathor called in a few times. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love when you talk to the ladies. That's why I never call in, because the little ladies that call in, you guys just kill it. So I'm always listening, and I love your show. I've been watching you for a while now.
Wow.
And I really think that you need to keep on with this because I want to learn more. I've already been practicing, I've already been living a life of manifestation. But now I want to tap into my power as a witch and a creator and a goddess. So I'm going to support you. I gave you some Cash App. I'm going to give you some more.
I appreciate
we can link you up with an editor.
Cash App, I'll be buying candles with that motherfucker. I buy my herbs. Yeah.
We're going to support you. I call you the goddess leader. And
I told that every time I do a show, you don't got to send no $20 every time I do a show. If you guys donate $5 a month, that is more than enough. I am happy. One time a month, $5, I'm good. If I get like 50 subscribers to do that shit, oh my God.
But let's tell the truth. The truth is, we are smart. We are making money, and we really can support you. I mean, I know we can give what we can give, but Black women, we got money. Yeah. We're the biggest spenders in America. We got it. So if someone's dropping that knowledge, I watched the Cash Apps. Remember on the KS show? I don't want to even say his name. They were dropping hundreds.
I want to ask you a question about bloodline, your family. You come from a family of witches too, don't you?
Well, when I say come from a family of witches, I mean Creole myself. And to be truthful, there's more for me to learn. But we've been practicing with herbs. We've been practicing with the air elements. We've been calling on our ancestors. So we've been practicing it. But I had known it was witchcraft. So now I want to learn.
Oh my God, you Creole? What the fuck? Listen, there's an app called Tubi, 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 okay, Tubi. Download that app, and it is nothing but free movies. Watch The Skeleton Key. It says it's under the category of leaving soon, okay? So it's gonna be gone soon. Please catch this movie before it's out of circulation, please.
Okay.
She can rent it.
Oh my
Amazon
God.
Prime,
It's a Creole thing, and it takes some movie.
maybe even Netflix.
That's why I'm tapped in. I'm listening to you. I need to make sure my notifications are on because this is when you were doing your spell, I was literally getting calls in. My poor sister was having an emergency, and then I had to tell her we was praying with the divine energy. I'm sorry. And guess what? She told me she was crying. She was having an emergency. She said something stopped her. She couldn't take a test she needed to take, and she felt like energies were against her. And so she was calling me to get some help. She was crying, and I told her I was in the middle of this spell, and she said during the time that you was doing your live, she felt an energy come over her, and all of a sudden she just felt better. And I told her during that time we were putting energies out with the divine feminine.
Oh shit.
She was in the middle of crying, having a hysterical fit, feeling like everything was been against her, and I told her it is. It ain't your imagination. So get armored up. When we were putting that energy out, she said she felt something. She said,
and you know what? If you come from, that's why I said tap into your bloodline. That's what this whole live is about. Slavery, generational curses. What happened back then that's affecting us now?
Exactly. I love that you're educated.
Oh God, girl. Ooh.
But the sad thing is, I'm Creole from my dad's side. Of course, unfortunately, I'm stereotypical. I don't have no connection with my dad. That's a whole nother story. But so I don't know my dad's side. But
it's not, but see, that's why people get it messed up. My dad's not in my life. I'm not in touch with that side. But girl, it doesn't. Blood don't care.
But that's what I was going to say. It's in me. It's natural instinct. I didn't do these things. I didn't know that for it to. I always have a candle lit. Like you say with the vibrations, I always make sure I bless my water, my drink, not just my food.
And you know what? This is a ritual, and Christians picked up on it. I think they got that from the Africans, actually.
They did.
They got that they stole it from the Africans. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you sit at the table, you brush your food. You ever see somebody, and one time I choked to death, I choked to death in a Burger King.
Oh, no.
This is like around 1996. The year was 1996. I was in college. I almost choked on. I was sipping some type of soda. I was on my way out the door. My friends were waiting outside, and I couldn't breathe. I tapped the floor. I tapped my head. I said, "You're gonna die. Do something." And the divine said, "Run to the front." I ran to the front and I pointed to my throat. I threw myself, I told the story before. I threw myself across the counter and pointed to my throat. And the girl was so stupid. She was like, "Oh my God, she's choking." And this old white man with his wife came up behind me and gave me the Heimlich. And it was like breathing through a straw, but it was heaven. I was like, oh my God, it was the worst feeling ever. I'm getting PTSD just thinking about it. Because when you finally do get some breath, it's such a torture to breathe. My throat was trying to clear itself, and that was torture in itself. But anything was better than not breathing it. Oh my God, girl.
I'm so glad you're here. We need you, Crystal. Thank you, God, that you are here. Thank you, Divine Mother, that you're still here so you can be our leader. I am so proud of you, Crystal.
And I thank you. And I'm very humble. And I'm gonna tell you something. Everything that you do, this is your homework assignment. Everything that you do, try to do it magically. Right? I don't care if it's a glass of water, speak into it. How many glasses of water? Think about all the opportunities and times that you have to do your witchcraft. Think about it. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. That's 8 times you could have spoke into your damn water. I say, my body's going to remain cancer-free, free of disease. You got so much opportunity to keep disease and poverty away from you just by drinking water.
But yeah, you haven't.
You could even use other people to do your witchcraft. You know what type of witchcraft I do? I use what's going on now. It's active magic. Aren't we breathing?
Yes.
Sometimes I do my spells. Every time somebody takes a breath, this spell is going to be stronger.
Oh.
Powerful, huh? There's 7 billion people on this motherfucking earth. And every time I do a spell, I say something like that. And I'm telling you, that shit opens up doors. And it makes me such a powerful witch. Because that's something that you have to do, sweetheart. There's no negotiating. Oh, I might breathe today. I might not breathe today. No, you have to breathe. So
every moment.
Buffering. Why is she broke? Why does she have a bone disease? If she's a witch, why doesn't she get rid of that shit? Why don't she fix herself? Okay, well, the video is paused at the moment. I don't know if it's going to come back or not. Okay, what's going on here? Let me see if I can back out and go back. Let's see. Uh-oh. Well, the silence is calming. Damn. Can anybody else go on another device and let me know if they can get it? Because sometimes my Wi-Fi will act up on the TV. Hold on, let me see if I can play another video. then I know it's hers. Her live. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, yeah. It's her live. So that was another video just popped right up. So my Wi-Fi is fine. It's on her end. Well, there she go.
And I'm like, holy shit, that makes so much sense.
Damn, buffering again.
Or a flash, I'll get like a flash of something happening, or she just puts the words in my mouth. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like you catching the Holy Ghost. And when you start hearing me talk excited, that's usually when she's talking to me. When I get
You're
excited.
talking excited.
Yeah, exactly. She's talking to me, and she's telling me this is Hecate magic. This is powerful magic. Listen, I'm teaching you secrets that nobody will really see. A lot of witches are selfish. They don't tell you the secrets. That's the thing about me. I'm a jealous witch. I don't mind you knowing the secrets.
Yeah, it's on her end.
Now,
must be them Florida storms. I think we're supposed to get a couple of flurries tonight here. And it's buffering again. Can you put a spell on to stop the buffering?
Now listen. Just as surely as there are waves crashing upon the ocean. This is if you do water magic, right? If you're working with the power of water, and you try to wash something away, drink a cup of water and visualize the thing that you want to wash away. And you say, just as surely as there are waves crashing on every beach on earth right now, this problem is washing away out of my life.
Do you actually say it out loud?
You can, or you can say internally. It doesn't matter. The divine knows. But I'm telling you, this shit works. And this is the type of magic that I'm doing right now. It's called active magic. Things that are happening right now. Right now, somebody's worrying about their problems. Right now, somebody's taking a shit in their toilet. And it has to symbolize something that you want to.
You're talking about obvious things.
I said about somebody taking a crap on their toilet. Visualize all the crappy things in your life. And that fecal matter is simple.
Oh my goodness. It's stalled out again.
In your life. Now,
literally,
right,
where we're trying to have a look talk within ourselves. So it's just a small group here. We're not mentioning nobody else.
Now think about all the people that are taking a glass of water across Earth, right?
We all got to drink water.
Right. So what you do, you use the power of water. You use the power of water to say, okay, I want to flush away all the toxins in my body. Everybody that's taking a sip of water right now, that energy is going to also flush out the toxins in my body. It's going to add to the spell of me flushing out the toxins in my body. If you're cooking on a stove, okay? You're cooking on the stove, you got to have your herbs next to you. This is powerful witchcraft. And this is where you see those pictures of witches standing over their cauldrons, speaking over the... Listen, this is how it works. You boil the water, and the steam is going into the air. You can actually see the steam from a boiling pot. You put your herbs in there, and you speak over the pot. Now, what herbs you put in there? Mint. You can put cinnamon, which is prosperity, protection. You can put some cinnamon in there, some rosemary.
We all got some cinnamon. Right? We all should have some rosemary.
Right. Get you some. You got your cumin. All right. Cumin is for your husband's cheating on you. Put some cumin in the water. All right. Cumin, it creates fidelity. Celery creates lust.
See, that's why I was saying to put this in the book. We ain't gonna remember this if you put it in the book. Well, bye.
People wonder why I
Ooh, y'all.
People wonder why what do I do all day?
Giving away the game for free.
Besides my part-time job, when I come home from my part-time job, what am I doing? I'm studying.
And I guess it's buffering because she's lying.
I'm always looking for stuff on the internet. So on me, can you tell me the herbs I need to know? I'm looking at herbs. What herbs responsible for lust? Which herbs take away lust? They got a crystal that'll take away your sex drive. It's called blue tiger's eye. I know y'all are quiet, right? Yeah. You get a right $5 gem. It costs a few dollars. You get that shit. You put it inside some oil. You put it inside some oil along with some cumin, right?
Yeah, you're taking notes right now.
Cumin what cumin does is creates fidelity, right? Cumin and blue tiger's eye. You put it inside some oil. Like avocado oil is the oil for love. All right. You can use apricot oil or you can use avocado oil. All right. You can even put a drop of sesame oil in it. All right. And you smear that on that motherfucker before he goes to work, whatever. Yep. And that motherfucker, whoever he's fucking with, he ain't gonna fuck with him no more. He's gonna lose his sex drive for them. See, this is shit I have to teach myself. All right.
And that's what I'm ready to learn. Something was inside of me. I listened to you for a while ago, so you've been talking about this. I remember a while ago you had talked about doing a spell on an enemy and how you can get back to your enemies without that energy coming back on you. And it's just been growing. Yeah, this is gonna be silly. I literally was thinking, well, what should I wear as the witch? Should I get me some long dresses? Because that's what I feel like. And I want to represent what I feel like because we're finally in an age where we're not going to be crucified. Because
Well, so far her enemies are
finally be ourselves.
You want to wear what?
We can finally be ourselves.
The long broom skirts. I'm going to I wear the pirate type of scarf, the way you wear like a pirate. Yeah, with the long hair, with my hair long, and then I tie my scarf on the side. And I looked in the mirror. I said, I look like a gypsy or a pirate with my hair, with my scarf tied. Because I let the sachet part hang on the side of my face, and I'm like, I look like a pirate. Holy shit. Oh, goddamn teller. Okay.
And I have to tell you, I know you was on your journey, but you look fantastic to me.
Yeah.
You got body, you got shape, you look like the divine mother. You look like the divine woman.
Oh.
And
you ain't got to do nothing.
Up, like, why did she make me,
Oh, my goodness. Y'all
aside, but I actually have an hourglass, like an 8.
Stop!
I'm big with it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you right now, I have a very plus-sized aunt.
Stop!
She's winning.
Why are y'all? Oh, my
aunt had
goodness.
3 men. One giving her money, one running her errands, and one vacuuming with no shirt on. I came to her house and I was like, what? They love body.
I cannot believe it.
I'm
Tell this woman she got an hourglass shape
I'm like, not
body.
my auntie.
You look at the bumblebee. If you look at the queen bee, she's big as hell.
Y'all need to stop glorifying obesity.
That's just traumatizing.
And she's the biggest
bee. How big that
Stop
motherfucker
glorifying obesity.
She is huge. She is big, but she is the mother. She can't be skinny. That's why we need to keep it real.
She keeps us warm.
Exactly. There's
you don't have to be skinny, but you're obese.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the body type, you are what you are. And to me, when you see that voluptuous woman, your head's going to turn. I look too
And
like,
you can be voluptuous.
And you know what?
But there's voluptuous and then there's obese.
Right? First of all, you gotta stop acting like she's this thing that's gonna punish you, or you talk to her like people might think you're crazy. I live alone with 2 cats. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I talk to her all the time. I be like, oh my god, this motherfucker's getting on my nerves with our mother. Or sometimes I'll be under the covers and I start giggling. I go, Mama. I'm like, Mommy. I can hear her voice in my head like, Crystal, you're so silly. Like, yo, she's for real. Like,
well, that's why you tap in. That's why you have that excitement. You can feel the energy when you listen to your videos. your energy alone gets me up and be listening like, okay, what Divine Mother got to say? That's how much you tapped in. So I appreciate that. All that energy adds up. And then now you're a leader leading us. That's amazing. So, well, real quick, I want to share this quick story with you so I can get your feedback. I've been wanting to share this with a leader. So listen to this. I have a home from way back. We met as neighbors. We were smoking buddies, unfortunately. So we used to smoke together all the time. Throughout the years, we stayed cool. He's been married, black dude, whatever. We just been chilling, cool, nothing big. We would smoke and talk occasionally. A couple, I don't know, not that long ago, he asked me some weird question. He said, "Do you believe in God?" I said, "Yeah, of course I do." Then this is when we went down the rabbit hole. He asked me if I had a personal experience with God. Do I know God? And I already was like, I don't go there with people. I don't do politics and I don't do religion. I told him that. I was like, we all got our different beliefs. I respect everybody's belief. But if you're asking me personally, yes, I know God. Then he asked me this interesting question. He said, "Do you consider yourself a God?" And then I thought,
wait, what?
Yes,
exactly.
The way he asked me too was just weird. It was just like he was asking for real, like he really wanted to know. And I'm sitting there chilling.
And she feels that since she's that size,
just answering them,
a
I'm
man
like,
won't
actually,
break
I
her
believe
either.
I'm a god. If you really want to get technical, shoot, how far you want to go, right? I'm like, I'm a goddess. God touched me, and I'm a goddess. I had a journey, and that's basically how I got to this point. Like the conversation we're having, the topics you're having in your video, where you're calling on a divine goddess, basically the divine mother. I had already had this journey to get me to this point, and that included you. You were part of that journey. So anyway, I was telling him the short version, which is, I had a journey, I had my own experience where I concluded I'm a goddess. Chris, tell me why he shut down like the Matrix. He literally shut down. His face went down, his eyes went down, and he didn't say a word for me the rest of the time. And I was literally like, hello?
I want to push one or something, all right?
But he didn't talk to me. And then he ended our friend. He said that we weren't speaking the same language. And this is someone I have been friends with 6 years.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, what happened?
I'm going to help you out. Since you've been following me, right? Hold on. I'm going to get myself together here.
And this shit is like what?
Now, since you said you follow me, they are the host of the fallen angels. They're vibrational. They're full of ego. They're full of lust.
Oh, with the buffering again.
Okay, and they are, like I said, ego-centered creatures. Ego.
Mm-mm-mm. 2 hours plus. Oh my goodness. Are the storms moving through Florida right now?
All right. X over leg miss. Double X. And if it doesn't say fallen angels, we are the original creation. And they're down here, make hell on earth. Okay. So the war started in heaven. She kicked them the fuck out because they were turning hell. They were turning heaven down with fucking egos, and now they're down here making hell on earth. They fucked up the water. They fucked up the earth, the air. They killed the animals. They rape. They molest. They kill. They sex traffic. They are gremlins, sweetheart. And they come in all flavors. And so now, see, my journey led me from being Tyrone divested to being male divested. And one day I was just laying in bed, feeling lazy, eating like I always, because I'm, greedy. And she said, Crystal, do it live. She said, name the title, Male Divested. And I was just sitting there like, what the fuck now? Can I eat in peace? And she said, Crystal, do it.
I noticed a difference. I noticed a transition. I don't even remember if you announced it, but I noticed it. I think we did.
Mm.
Where you got to basically centering your videos and points around us, women, you, I.
And see, this is how the divine works. She only gives you what you can handle at that time. At the time, she said, just get the fuck out of Blackistan. Worry about the rest later. Just get away from the original what? Demon. The original demon is the black man. He's the original gremlin, right? He's melanated, has carbon, which is 666, and he is, he has the melanin gene. So he's the original devil. He's the one that's leading the rest of these males astray with his, men going their own way type of philosophy, single parent household, 50-50. That's his shit. It clearly says it in the Bible.
And meanwhile, you're telling
it
young women to let their abusers go and to tiptoe around a man's
these other races will take the head of their household, taking care of children, being a provider. Tyrone was the one that set it off with this, not taking care of his woman's shit and worshiping everybody but his woman. That's his shit. And he's leading the rest of these dummies into hell. He got the rest of them doing the same shit he do. Because Brad used to be the ultimate Viking, the ultimate provider. This shit that he's doing now, that's Tyrone shit. Brad's doing Tyrone shit now. Brad is sitting up in child support court. Brad never used to do this. Now Brad is doing this? Oh my God.
He said now he's crying in child support office too. Why are you so funny?
Let's not act like we don't see Walmart with all these white girls pushing these goddamn half-black babies looking crazy.
That's true.
Wondering, how did I get here? Because you are following Satan down to hell, all right? If you're going to deal with a male creature, your vagina can't even get wet if a man is not providing, making you feel like you could just rest and I could have sex with you if I could. How could you have sex if you feel like, oh my God, please don't make me pregnant. Oh my God, I hope this nigga's pre-cum does not make me pregnant. Oh my God, he's not a provider type. Oh my God, I'm gonna be stuck. How do you even enjoy the sex with a cheap man, with a stingy man? You can't relax.
No, you have to be honest. You can't. We just been faking it. We've been faking it for a long time. Some of us getting some decent, but most of us are faking.
But that's why I don't understand. See, she did not design you to be a mule. She designed you to what? To be a nester. We're nesters. You're always in the house. If you're not at that little part-time job, you're always in the house. But this is my nest.
Exactly.
Right?
And our feminine energy. But let me tell you, your energy is working. It's going out there. Because like you said, mine don't make a flower. It don't get wet. It don't even, my mind don't even know.
And what they're doing now is they try to find a way around the money. And I'm laughing at this shit. Every man that you talk to in that dating site or in real life, notice how they try to find a way around the money. They don't bring it up. They don't, girl. It's just, and they know it's a game right now.
They're not talking around the money. They've already made their mind that you're not getting it.
In the winter, I'm sitting here right in front of the heater. So I don't know why they keep threatening that. We're very comfortable. We got our hot chocolate and coffee. We got our blankets and we relaxing and we sitting down. So that's what's happening right now. I'm chilling, relaxing.
We don't need sex like them because notice the divine does that on purpose. We don't come from sex. We don't have orgasms through penis.
No, we have them by ourselves. You can always keep it real, right? Too real. Sometimes you too real.
And I cracked the code, and I know everybody was mad, like, shut the fuck up, Crystal. Like, don't let the men know that. They're gonna think we were faking it this whole. Who cares what they think? Yeah, we were faking it the whole time, man.
We were. I know I was thinking what I had to do the next day. I was just like, get it over with when I was married. It's just at the time, like you said, when we were something we knew we had to do.
And your penis, which is your clitoris, during the whole transaction, during the whole interchange, it's being ignored. It's not being caressed. It's not being sucked on. it's just sitting there, and you're making all these little sounds. I'm like, Dick does feel good at first, but after like the first 2 or 3 minutes, you're like, okay, nigga, get off of me. Like, it's not that serious. Like,
you're not going to enjoy sex if you're not going to participate.
Like you said, we've been brainwashed and programmed. I hadn't discovered myself until later at life. I didn't know about that. I didn't self-discover. Oh, you were told you were pleasured by a male or boy or whatever, and that's how it was. And then as you become older, I figured that out on my own. So, that's what I'm saying. The tides are changing. It's a tide, but you're putting that energy out. So check this out.
Move and so not being able to properly,
and I used to watch porn a lot.
She's carrying around.
And I used to see women with this nice, gorgeous clitoris. Some of these bitches they were packing. If she was a dude, she would be packing.
That weight,
nice, gorgeous clitoris to suck on. He ignoring that shit.
Pulling down on
he
her
just pounding away. I'm like, what about that beautiful? You're not even gonna touch that? Oh my god. I would just change the channel. Like, I can't watch this shit.
Her body cannot carry that hourglass weight.
Man know how to devour a goddess. The smart man.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be bedridden.
Not too many smart. Smart man know how to give money.
She wants 600-pound life. She's gonna be 600-pound life.
So my mom has but she call her roommate. She don't call him her ex-boyfriend. They used to be getting together. They still live together, but she don't claim him. She calls him her slave. I'm trying to say it low key. Here, she's been with me. She says she only keeps him around because he's a good slave. He is the cook, the cleaner, the errand runner.
And they were never supposed to. Like that's why when I discovered Princella, the queen maker, I said, my job. Oh my god.
But we need you too. You gotta understand. I remember when you did that video. Princella has the back, so I follow her too. But you've been on that energy. You keep it real. Sometimes we gotta keep it real.
Princella was watching. Honestly, I think Princella was watching me, and she was so smart. She took what I originated with the male divestment, and she took to the next level. And sometimes I watch this girl.
Oh my goodness.
And she is a fucking genius. It doesn't matter who did it first.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters to you. You always think people are copying off of you.
Sometimes I just want to sit back. I want to hear some realness. No, I'm gonna keep supporting it.
She
does kill them,
plus all the part one day her body is going to give out, unfortunately. Oh yeah.
She is divine. She is the divine got her handle about. Look at nature.
Yep.
Now they brainwash us into thinking that, don't get me wrong, they have the genetic potential to be big, but they have to struggle to get to that size.
And just the fact that how she eats too.
Oh, we got, because we're nesters, we're built like the queen bee, a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And we have the ability to put on a lot of weight. Look at Naka. Look how big Naka got. You know,
Naka's pregnant. You're not, bitch. You put on weight. She's pregnant. That's pregnancy weight. You can't compare her to you.
Naka and
I get so tired of her picking on somebody who's pregnant or was and call them fat.
Natural way so you can protect your young, because you don't want to be all scrawny and little and protect a goddamn enemy is just come and eat your babies up. You gotta have some type of size to fend off.
We're not animals.
At one time, it represented wealth. So right now, we don't even have to worry about what anybody else thinks about us. No,
I could have sworn I heard another little squirt of water. I mean, I wonder if she's hovering over the bucket and just waiting to pee. Because she's hovering and she's probably trying to hold herself, which clenches her muscles, which means she can't release the urine. Huh. Well, it froze again. We'll wait. Oh boy. I cannot wait to go out of town. Let me back out of here. And make sure again.
Getting the holiday spirit.
Yep, it's on her end. Let me go back. Almost got this virus out of me. Coming on 2 weeks, but the cough will last another 3 or 4. They said the cough will last 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm at the coughing stage now. Well, she may not come back. She may be gone. Come on, Crystal. I wonder what it's going to be like for her. Her first Christmas without Angelo. I wonder if she's going to send him any gifts. Probably not, but she'll say she'll say she is, but I doubt it. And I noticed she talks about a tablet a lot. And I'm thinking she got a tablet. Probably one of those like government issue type things to help her out. I'm pretty sure she got some type of help when CPS came along and took Angela away. But God helps those who help themselves. But you're not helping yourself except to other people's pockets. The black women in your comment section. You're helping yourself to their pockets. But you won't ask a man. Oh no. Because you don't want him to run away. She might be gone. This is ridiculous. What's going on here?
Living with opioid addiction can be...
Alright. Let's another channel again. Well, shit. Well, I'm going to give it a few minutes. And if I end up ending this live, I will come back if she's talking about something exciting. Because I'm kind of like, we're just sitting here listening. And I want something to give commentary to, but honestly, she's not really giving me nothing tonight. Oh, Crystal. Can the Divine Mother put the show back on? Apparently not. Maybe the Divine Mother is asleep. Or some bigger power that be are taking over. I don't know. Anybody got Christmas plans? Y'all going out of town or anything? I'm going to go visit my friend in Atlanta, and then I'm going to head and go see my parents. I'll be gone for about 5 or 6 days. Well, okay. Let me try one more. Let me try this again. Let me see. See what happened here. Come on, Crystal. Okay, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this. yeah. If somebody calls in and gives something good to talk about, I'll be back. But if not, I'll cherry pick it tomorrow and put a video or something up. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for the likes, and I'll see you later if I don't come back tonight.